ArchieLuxury channel, and today I want to bring you business class. This is the return flight from Melbourne to Brisbane, and I'm flying in a QANTAS Boeing 737-800. This is a bit of an old bird, you know. It doesn't have the newer business class seats which lie down completely flat, but hey, it's okay. It's very, very comfortable still. And unfortunately this plane was late leaving, which is it doesn't matter if you're at the back of the plane or the front. When the plane's late, the plane's late. So I was right at the front at the bulkhead, and I got a window seat here, which is cool. And it was getting ready for the flight. And I gotta tell you, this flight also has a meal in it. So last flight I had business class was the breakfast, the morning flight. This time we're getting a meal, a dinner meal. We'll see what it's like there. Business class itself is really great. I had two watches with me. I had my World Time and I had my Explorer 2. And I very quickly changed over to the World Time. I think that's more fitting for this class of travel. One thing about business class is they bring out drinks before takeoff, and I had a orange juice in a glass, actual glass, not a plastic cup. So that's always a nice touch before takeoff. And there's a lot more room. Unfortunately, in QANTAS, they no longer have the curtain to separate business from economy. You get a few peering eyes coming in, which, you know, I just wish they still had that curtain to separate the cabin. One cheeky economy customer actually put their bag in the business class section, and I thought, geez, that's very, very nasty. But you got to be careful there. I mean, sometimes on some of the aircraft you have a separate entrance, which is much what I prefer when traveling business class. You don't want the hoi polloi coming in and looking at you there. But normally I can't afford to fly business. This was very kindly upgraded from my good friend Mark B from Perth. And it was greatly appreciated. He's done this. He's been an avid fan, and he donated some points so I could show you business class travel on my channel. And I thought it was a very, very kind gesture indeed. So that's why I'm bringing you these business class flights. Who knows? He may get the shits with me. Who knows what happens? But and now we hit the gas and we're leaving Melbourne. And this flight here was delayed, unfortunately, but we're leaving about 6:40, and daylight saving, which really means it's really 5:40. But we've still got a bit of sunlight out there. We're hit the runway, and we're getting out of Dodge. Well, we're going back to Brisbane, which is, I had a very nice weekend, I must say. It was a nice weekend. Came down Saturday morning and leave Sunday night. There we go. The big bird has got legs and she's off, and here we go. We're on our way to Brisbane here. So that the way they do this flight, we're actually going over Victorian country here, which is quite attractive. I got to tell you, Victoria is a lovely state. Very expensive state. They really do know how to crucify you if you do live here. But a beautiful state nonetheless. And there we go. We're getting the cruising height there. I'm settled in the seat. Very cozy there indeed. There, business class. It's hey, if it's someone else's coin, I'll do it every day of the week. And it's quite fascinating. Time seems to go a lot quicker. When you're in economy, you can't wait for it to get over. When you're in business class, you want it to last as long as possible. I gotta tell you, you know, something I've noticed in business class is it's not unlimited drinks, it's not unlimited food. They kind of, yes, there is service there, you can ask for anything, but it's not super unlimited. It's I suppose that would have to be first class. It's it is comfortable. I mean, the seats are nicer. You've got, in my case, I had two windows, which is very cool to have there. But it's still, you know, I got to tell you, it's a big chunk of coin. This is 17,000 frequent flyer points to upgrade. That's a lot of flying, and look, I'm just a mere mortal. It's a lot of money for me. It was very kindly donated so I could get some footage for the channel. So you got to take what you can get, fuckers. You got to take what you can get. But it was comfortable. The flight back was absolutely full. Absolutely chock-a-block. The flight was chock-a-block. And, you know, sometimes when you're flying, it's nice to have an empty seat next to you, but this flight was chock-a-block. So, yeah, it was pretty crowded there. So that's a little bit of the negative side there on a Sunday night flight back. But very cozy. We had of course I was at the bulkhead. They had the screens. They come up there. It was pretty good. I watched the in-flight entertainment, then the meal, and I got to say I was a little bit disappointed. I had the fish with the rice, and look, it was served on proper cutlery, but it wasn't anything outstanding. It was pretty disappointing considering the cost of business class. I don't know if it was really worth it. I had a nice wine, a Cab Sav. There was a nice little cake, and I had some water with it. But Jesus, you know, the fish. They did. I wanted to try one of those QANTAS steak sandwiches, but it wasn't there. So 2 slices of bread. Yeah, that was nice. Sourdough bread. So there you go. This is ArchieLuxury flying business class, fuckers.
Just landed. Getting home now. Getting home. That's right, getting home. Landed back in Brisbane. Back to the ArchieLuxury grindstone, fuckers.